Hello listeners, listening to 18 Minutes with Satyal and Silwal. I'm Satyal.
And I'm Silwal, and we're a weekly podcast on the Himalayas.
When it's a Tuesday and it's 7:30, you know it's time for perspectives, conversations and stories.
It's the 56th Tuesday and we have some amazing news. Some of our friends started Doodle Cha, and it was all because we always have the tagline, it's never too late to start at the end of every episode, and they just started out on this amazing venture, and we'd like to wish them all the best.
Yeah, and if you're interested in what Doodle Cha is, we have the links in the description below. So Silva, what do we have for the 56th Tuesday?
Now, I love chocolates, and I love food, and I love eating.
Matter of fact, he eats all the chocolates that people send us. So yeah,
hence you can see the pictures.
He's the fat ugly guy everyone can relate to.
Yes, Amar, we still remember that comment. Now, I love chocolates, and I was looking around chocolates, and I came across this chocolate company that's being made in Nepal, and I just wanted to bring that dynamic duo into the conversation.
Right.
We're talking about BitterSweet. I'm sure you've heard of it, and we just like to welcome the BitterSweet sisters, Sneha and Smriti.
Who's the bitter one and who's the sweet one?
No, she always introduced me as the bitter one. I don't know why, but then people have that perception that I don't speak much, and she's much of a really a talker. She is a PR person, and I'm more of an analyst.
Okay.
So yeah. So she's the sweet one, I'm the bitter one.
Okay, so Smriti is the sweet one.
Yeah.
And Sneha is the bitter one.
No, bitter as in it really takes some level of, confidence and some level of awesomeness to be that way, I feel, because I am generally a person who's very friendly. I can make a family right now. I'm saying wherever I go, I just instantly people connect with me and I can attract people kind of stuff. But when it comes to making them work and forming a team and stuff like that, and how to analyze it critically, she can do it better than me.
Okay, so that's an interesting dynamic. But chocolates, this is a very unorthodox venture to get into. How did this start, this whole idea of getting into this chocolate business?
It has already been 2 years that I'm into this business, and it started when I was an undergraduate student. I was still studying in Kathmandu University School of Management, and it started in 2015. It started with a different name, and there was an incubating center in my university that was Idea Studio, and we submitted an idea of making homemade chocolates, luxury homemade chocolates. And back then we just scroll over through a newspaper article that Nepal imports billions of dollars of chocolates every year, and it increases at 6% per annum kind of stuff. And that's oh my god, that is a huge business out there.
I'm sure Silwal has a big say on that.
I'm one of the reasons why.
So yeah, and we said, why not? So we submitted an idea on making chocolates when we didn't even had an idea how to make those. So we went into finalist, and our mentor Rupi sir said at the end of 3 months that we have to come up with a minimal viable product which can be sold kind of stuff. So in every BBA university you have to do internships. So I went outside, I did research and development on chocolates, baking itself in Thailand, Malaysia. I met so many chefs, professional guiders who can teach me how to make good quality chocolates, as well as a lot of things. And I came back and applied those knowledge that I had learned, and then launched my product. And we never thought that it would grow that big. It just started with a college project, and it just clicked off. And then and then after that, everyone thinks that we rebranded Swiffles, but that is not the case, because till now people come to me and ask that where can I buy Swiffles, but they haven't still visualized me as BitterSweet or running BitterSweet, like they still will go back to where can I buy Swiffles kind of stuff. So I want to clarify that it's we haven't rebranded, but like Swiffles is a different product line itself, and BitterSweet is a different product line itself. Like Swiffles was like we just launched our minimal viral product, we were running that, and after that my partner who I used to work with went abroad for further studies, and so I had to start something of my own. So I started BitterSweet with much good product, and it is like a different product than Swiffles. Like it the whole product line itself is different. It's nothing like rebranded and rebranding kind of stuff. It's like a new company itself, and right now BitterSweet is in the family, and we two are leading that company.
Okay. Sneha, how is it like to work with your sister? How is this work dynamic different from what it's like at home? Or is it the same?
Actually, it has its pros and cons, because then she's the leader, so like she has her hand on saying like you have to do this and you have to do that, and there's
Silwal does that a lot. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, I'm too busy eating chocolates today.
So yeah, so I have to do a lot of work, and sometimes it's like I'm not complaining, but it's like she's the bigger sister, so I have to do those stuffs. But then I'm learning a lot of things, and it's actually I'm going on the path that she took. She started off working for her own company while she was doing BBA. So like, I see it as a chance of creating your own identity. So I'm doing the same for myself. I'm still doing my BBA. I have a semester to go, and I want to dedicate my time even in BitterSweet. And it's our family company. So like, what more better than to work for your own family than to work for others.
And I want to add something like we have our worst fight ever and stuff like that, because we are sisters, and and like it's just like, even if we are sisters, we are different in all aspects. The way we think, the way we respond, and everything from the taste of music to taste of guys to taste of everything, it's just different. And like we do have like worst of fights, but one thing that binds us together is food. And that is what we produce. And like, even if on the worst of days, like if I just ask her to like let's go and have some good thing to eat, then like we are like, okay, back together again. So that like we really complement each other on that aspect.
Okay. Now, can I ask you a question? Are you paid fairly?
I think I'm still a new intern, and like 3 months, it's like you have to do it for experience and stuff. So yeah, that's going on. I'm still in that phase.
Don't fight right now. Don't fight. We don't want this fight to happen because of the 18 minutes podcast. But coming back to the chocolate industry, what is that like? Because for us as lay people, this is a completely new sector. We have no idea.
Yeah, we just
even though he likes chocolates, he would have not opened a chocolate company. And I don't like chocolates a lot. So just tell us about this industry. What is it that like?
The chocolate industry in Nepal.
In Nepal, yeah.
The chocolate industry in Nepal is 95% is already taken by the foreign brands like Toblerone, Kit Kat, and Lindt and stuff like that. Okay. But very less homemade chocolates are there. But BitterSweet produces truffles, that is the chocolates with fillings, and that is like first time made in Nepal itself. Okay. And right now we don't have any competitors in quality and taste. So it's a really big market that we can cater, and slowly and steadily we will be able to do that. Right now we are just focusing on businesses, like in different occasions. Let's say like we are focusing on businesses as well as we are focusing on customers as well, but in different times. Like we are majorly focused on businesses. We produce good quality chocolates and sell them like throughout the year. Let's say we sell it to Himalayan Java, we sell it to KGH, and we sell it to different other organizations. And also in different seasons, let's say in Valentine's, in New Year, now the Mother's Day is coming, and so in those kind of occasion, like more of customers approach us to place their individual orders as well.
Okay, so in outlets like Himalayan Java or KGH, you brand it as Nepal's first
Yeah.
homemade chocolates.
It's just like more of right now. It's not in shelf or stuff like that. Like they have incorporated in their menu itself. Like with all the coffees they have, like they used to give this cookie kind of stuff. So they now will give BitterSweet chocolates. So and also in KGH, they used to in VIP rooms. Let's say there are VIP customers are Japanese customers, and they used to keep this fruits. And which was like of not that quality, and like they used to steal out in this period of time and stuff like that, and they had those kind of problems. So we proposed like why not they keep a really good quality chocolates over there. And so in every room they started to keep chocolates instead of fruits and other materials that was unnecessary.
Now, as you said, the idea of BitterSweet came when you were doing your bachelor's.
Yeah.
It was an idea incubator center and all the things. How is the process of it's slowly gotten bigger every year, and now you've gone into this market where not a lot of people have touched it. What's next for you in the sense? I know you're changing offices and all. Do you plan on getting your own store out? These things that you've been doing, linking up with these organizations and corporate houses. That aside, what else are you planning on? Because you might be market leaders in the Nepalese chocolate industry, right?
Like I have a lot of plans. Right now, I don't want to immediately start an outlet because I don't know if I just start with an outlet that just gives chocolates, then how many people will come and buy it. So I'm still not sure that model will still work, and if the Nepali market is ready for that thing, because right now mostly my major clients are foreign customers who knows what good quality chocolates taste like, and they will hunt us and like find us and come to us and buy those chocolates. So right now we are just testing the model we have, and we are approaching a lot of businesses and trying to build a steady customer base. And then we'll think of expanding or like opening up our own retail kind of stuff.
Now, Sneha, you're almost on the verge of finishing your bachelor's. You have a semester to go. Now, the predisposition of a lot of us would be to finish our bachelor's and then move out for higher studies.
Unless you're Satyal and Silwal.
Unless you're
inspire people to not study further.
Go on.
Yeah, actually, you
Mom and
guys.
Dad, please don't listen to this episode.
Yeah, go on with your question. I just had to.
Now, it makes sense for a lot of people to say, even though I have an idea out, it is easier for me to go outside, get that exposure out and all. How do you guys think it? Because your partner, in a sense, he left for a better opportunity. Perhaps, I don't know if I can call it better or not, but a different opportunity outside. Now, it's not just that you have an idea, but you have to see through it. Now, Satyal, before we recorded, talked about everyone can be an entrepreneur, but how long can you stay an entrepreneur?
I think this just goes on to show how important a team actually is. Say your 2-member team, so if the other person is going out to get that degree, for that lost time, the other person makes up for it by staying back and executes the plan while the other person is out. So a lot of times, if both of them drift their different ways, what happens to the idea? And there's a wonderful talk that we had before recording the podcast about how people can suddenly come into the limelight as entrepreneurs, but how long can they sustain becomes the bigger question in the time to come.
I would like to say that everyone nowadays have just seen the fancier side of becoming an entrepreneur. Like if you just have a degree itself, you are qualified to become an entrepreneur. But like I would rather not claim myself to become an entrepreneur, have become an entrepreneur, because I'll rather say or term myself just a starter. Because if you just continue that over a period of time, then eventually you become a really good entrepreneur. So right now there are a lot of people becoming entrepreneurs, but how long they can stay an entrepreneur is still questionable, because they feel that a lot of stake is like a lot of things they are missing out. They could have gone outside, they could have got that exposure, they could have like got the new job, higher paying job and stuff like that. But like I have been outside, I have been there, I have worked like machines, like 12 hours. I have like stood over there in reception and greeted people, and because I'm generally a PR person, I used to love that thing, and I was even paid more than whatever I'm earning right now. But I never loved that feeling of working under someone. I really wanted to come back and start something of my own and work for my own country or work for myself. And that was what motivated me, and that is what will always motivate me to start something of my own and make it bigger.
Okay.
I think that is a result of BitterSweet being one of the first companies in Nepal who's doing things with truffles.
Yeah.
And you've been doing that, so credit where credit's due, where you actually have come back and you didn't go out for a very long time, but still you came back and you're venturing into this this idea that has been on for some time now.
But then I also want to put a counter perspective and say that you listeners, we're not promoting just entrepreneurship outright. There's one episode, if you've listened to it, called the 9 to 5, where we've said maybe entrepreneurship is not for everyone, and there are certain people who are better suited for that 9 to 5 job, because like you said, we glamorize the charmful side to entrepreneurship always.
Yeah, like my friends used to come over and like timi ta jaile pani kata like huncha ni newspaper ko cover picture ma kaile ke, like they only see the fancier side of it. Like there is a lot that takes to become an entrepreneur, mainly like I'm also a woman entrepreneur, so there's a hassles on that aspect as well.
Maybe we should do an episode sometime later on about this stuff, right?
So yeah, like I have to cut off on the fun aspect of like going out, like catching up movies, talking with people, the things that I love to do, but I have to cut down those aspects and like just stay at home or stay in my office and just work by just doing research on the chocolates I make, research and on the clients we approach, and every aspect. Like so much of discipline is needed, and at the same time, like becoming an entrepreneur, I feel you buy isolation.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so much of isolation that you need to be very self-motivated and self-disciplined to handle all those. And over the period of time, one thing that motivates me the most is no matter how less I earn, I feel over the period of time I have earned people. And that motivates me.
Now, Sneha, last question before we end this up. Who do you think is the bitter one in Satyal and Silwal?
Oh, you can term like who is the white chocolate and who's the dark chocolate. Like dark is bitter and white is sweet.
I think white is...
I just pointed towards Silwal, yes!
And the dark one is...
Okay, maybe she has a reason for that.
Maybe it's just, I don't know. Thank you so much for being part of 18 Minutes. You've given us a new idea on continuously following up on something that interested you and persisting on this idea.
So listeners, if you want to connect with the BitterSweet sisters, their links are in the description below.
If you want to buy us chocolates, you can call them up. We'll have some links on the description down below.
So we're back again next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. And one last thing.
It's never too late to start.